Hey, Kyle Logan 2000 here with another custom Lego review. This time it's of my updated Green Lantern. If you watched my Justice League review, I told you I was gonna update my Green Lantern, and I did. I actually started making lanterns for him also. So today I'm gonna start with the Green Lantern. I'm gonna give you like a short tutorial on how to make the lantern, the ring, and obviously the figure. I'm not gonna show you actually hand on hand how to do it. I'm just gonna tell you how. What I did is, well, let's start with the lantern because that's probably what most of you are interested in. What I did is I took one of these pieces. If you can see, it looks kind of normal when you put it like that. That middle piece. Then I took a flat, one stud, square looking piece, two of those, and then I super glued them to make them look as straight and onto the thing as possible. And then I sprayed this all with a dark forest green spray paint. And then I took a lightsaber, one of the newer, darker green lightsaber colors, and then I put it in, and then on the back I cut it with scissors so it's to the right size. And then if you wanted to take it out, you could just push it out with another lightsaber piece. So that by itself looks good, but as you can see, the Sinestro, they're kind of hard to stand up on a stud thing like this. So what you want to do is get a handle, and the way you get a handle is you buy those mini Sharpies that are like this big. I don't know if you can see that, like a little bigger than a figure. They'll have these little chain things on them. If you just like cut the top of the Sharpie and get these chain things out. But the problem is when you get them, there's a small gap in them, so it's not this wide to fit onto a lantern. So you have to take pliers on each end and stretch it apart. Now I'm working on the handle for this one. I just need to stretch it apart. But it's much better if you put a handle on it. Trust me, it's just better that way. But as you can see, that one's different from that one and that one. With this, I actually decided to use a circular top piece because the lanterns actually look more circular. I think this one's actually one of my best. As you can see, I stretched out the handle. This time, I did the same steps, but I spray painted it white. And then you can all be asking, well, we don't have a white lightsaber piece. How did you do that? I took one of those see-through, kind of long pieces that are probably from some kind of set. I don't really know. And I cut it off on both ends. That part's like okay, but when you put it against like sunlight on the back and it shines bright, it looks really cool. And then with the yellow lantern, all the same steps. I know the spray painting job's sloppy like on the top and on the sides. I'm gonna fix that. Don't worry for you who think that it's stupid. And then also if you're asking, we don't have a yellow lightsaber piece. I cut off one of those white ones, and then I sharpied the edges. As you can see, the back's yellow too. It's okay, I guess. It's not my greatest work on the yellow lantern. I was just kind of trying to rush that so I could show you. And then figure-wise, the white lantern, just a Tony Stark head with random hair. I just threw him together. These are from the chrome silver. There's probably, I think, 2 or 3 ways to get them. You can get them either from that Iron Man polybag. You can get them from that chrome stormtrooper that came out in like 2010, I think. Or from the chrome C-3PO that came out pretty recently. I have all 3 of those, so I just used one of them. I don't really remember which. For this one, his chest piece is decaled completely, the back too, and his sides are spray painted. It took me a while to make. It was really hard, but it came out well. His arms are just dark green, his legs are just dark green. And then with Sinestro, I found this really cool movie kind of looking one. I was happy when I found it. He doesn't have a back piece. I couldn't find one. He is spray painted, so I think that came out really well. It doesn't even look spray painted. I usually do really good with decals. I make a lot of customs for those of you who haven't seen me before. Usually kind of superhero type things, but if there's any custom you would like to see done, I'll do my best to complete it. But, so next I'll show you, their rings. I'll start with the white lanterns because it's probably my best one here. The rings are one of the things that took me so many times to figure out how to do. Eventually, I played the Lego DC Superheroes video game. Apparently, Green Lantern carries one of these kind of rings. I mean, I knew he carried a ring, I didn't know it was going to be, like, this big. So I took a Lord of the Rings ring, as you can see back here. I couldn't spray paint that part. And then I took a piece off of a lightsaber, I cut it as small as I could. And then I used hot glue or super glue. If you don't have one, you can just use the other. And I glued that on. And then I spray painted it all white. And then I had to use my computer to size this down to a lightsaber size. Here, let me zoom in on that. Sorry. I wish I really could show you guys. It's the White Lantern symbol. I sized it down. But that was hard to glue on. I think I used different types of glue, crazy glue, anything that would work. Just make sure you get that on because it really makes the difference on whether or not it looks good or not. So I made that. I made actually every ring there is. I made an orange, red, green, blue. If you want to see those, you can check out my other videos. I made them a while back, so one of the bonuses of being subscribed to me. Now, the green one's built the same. The yellow one was my first one, so that's why it's all sloppy and has all that stuff. But it's the best glued on wise. But then I wanted to show you how I did the Sinestro head, because a lot of people have had problems about this. I based mine off of the DC Superheroes one. I think they did a really good job on them. I wish I could have them as a real minifigure. Oh, please don't pay attention to the hands. These are old hands from, like, my original Sinestro. I will be changing those, don't worry. That's why they're white on the inside and red on the outside. I know they're the wrong color and stuff, just bear with me. The head is actually a white head, as you can see on the back. I found this decal. I sprayed it on, all that stuff. It's nice and smooth, glimmers, looks like a real, head. And then the hairpiece is from either a werewolf or an elf. You can pick. Then I actually Sharpied the hair. This used to be blonde. It actually came out really well for a Sharpie. And then the ears, they used to be Sharpied purple, but I think that wore out. I probably will paint them. I probably will do that. But the Sinestro figure came out well. The White Lantern came out well. If there's any lantern you'd like to see done, I will do them. If there's any figure you'd like to see done, anyone, just, I'll get them done, I'll show them. This is actually not a regular White Lantern chest piece. This is a sticker I got, like, in 2002. I mean, not 2002. I mean, like, 2005, 6, maybe. I got this when I was a lot younger. So, this is a sticker, so if it looks different, like here, you can see the difference. It's because it's a sticker, it doesn't shimmer and stuff, it peels off. And actually, this is not a sticker for a regular White Lantern either. It's a sticker for a Superman White Lantern. I actually used to have a Superman White Lantern. If I swapped out the head and I put on a white cape and a Superman face, it would look like a Superman White Lantern. And if you'd like to see that, I can totally show you. Actually, what I'm working on right now is making a Lego Darkseid for Justice League. So, if you have any questions, people, or anything you want to see done, I'll do it. So, yeah. Please like or subscribe. It really helps with making videos. Please send me suggestions because I always like to build new figures, new things. I love a good challenge. If there is any figure, anything you want to see done, just leave me a comment. And also, if there's any figure you want to buy, like anyone you want, like Green Lantern, Sinestro, White Lantern, just give me a comment, and I'll put them on eBay, and you can get them. I don't price them high for decals. A lot of people price them at like 50, price them like 25, 20, 15, stuff like that, depending on the figure. And then if there's another figure you would like to see, like you would like to try to make out of your own pieces, I do make tutorials. I made a tutorial for my Iron Patriot. I'll make tutorials for any figure you want to see done. If you want to see the Green Lantern, if you want to see how to make him, how to make him, how to make him, I'll make you a tutorial as soon as I can. Oh, and one last thing about the Green Lantern I forgot to show you is that his face is interchangeable. It's actually a decal face. It looks really well. His face is interchangeable. That's his two faces. As you can see, I used that in one of my mini stop-motion movies. But yes, if there's anything you're having trouble with or any questions you have to decaling, I'll get back to you. I will be answering like the first kind of 50 or so comments because I do like to answer as many questions as I can. And then if you have any questions about decaling besides the torso, like I did make a tutorial on how to decal, that's in my Iron Patriot. But if you want to know how to decal a head, like to make it double-sided, or decal an arm or a leg, I'll show you how. Just leave me a comment to make that video. I do know how to decal arms. The legs, I'm working on figuring out a way. I know there's some ways, but if you know a new way, just, once again, leave me a comment. Alright, I hope you liked this video. Please don't hate. If you don't like the video, don't watch it, or don't leave anything. It's just, yeah. So, leave a comment, subscribe, ask for more, or see what you want. But yeah, I always try to answer. I always try to figure out what people want. Like a person a few weeks ago asked for Doomsday, I started making that. So don't be afraid to ask. I'll put it on eBay, or I'll make a tutorial, or I'll make that figure. Alright, Kyle Logan 2000 out.